Alright, for those of you guys who didn't know, YouTube announced some pretty major ad changes coming on May 12th, where they will now show fewer interruptive mid-roll ads, place ads at natural breakpoints, auto-update older videos, and potentially increase creator revenue by 5%. So essentially, they're not going to allow creators to add ads onto their videos every minute like how they used to, and it's actually going to make it so the ads on a video will be a lot more natural in terms of the video's natural breakpoints. So I'd already made a video like 2 weeks ago discussing this, and this was actually met with a lot of backlash from the YouTube community. One of the main YouTubers who had a problem with this was FPS Psycho YT. By the way, I talked to him in the comments of one of my videos. He seems like a really nice guy, but anyways, his main point was that this is actually going to cause him to unironically lose his job, house, and financial security. So basically, he was saying that the ad placements that he puts on his videos, because he actually puts an ad every minute of every one of his videos, it only actually has a 1/5 chance to play an ad. So basically, that's how he is able to make the majority of his ad revenue, and that's how he's able to support himself. Because yes, putting ads every minute of his video might sound ridiculous, but as he had explained to me in my comments, he says, actually, there's only a 1/5 chance of any of these ads actually playing. So he was basically saying that he probably won't be able to continue content creation full time if this change happens. And he actually was met with a lot of support from the YouTube community. Huge YouTubers like Memulous, Internet Anarchist, and others were actually commenting in support of him. And they were basically saying, yeah, this is some bullshit. This change wouldn't be good. And this would actually highly impact the revenue on people's videos, despite YouTube actually saying that it'll make you more. So I basically made a video discussing this. I ran some numbers, and I was actually able to determine that even with his own calculations, he would still be able to make a pretty decent amount of money off of YouTube. So he went to my comments section and kind of clarified a few things for me, where he said, after watching, I want to say thank you for both covering the topic and being so incredibly respectful. Like I said, seems like a lovely guy. But he said, you have my full appreciation. I am an overthinker by nature, and if I'm wrong, I will happily take it on the chin. I am just incredibly concerned by the fact it's saying interruptive ads on basically all of my videos due to how fast I talk, and the lack of gaps in over 400 videos, meaning no more passive income. Not being able to place ads at all is my concern, not the frequency. Because if YouTube's system is better than I thought, then yeah, I'll rely on the automated ones. But this feature will not work for my channel on 99% of my videos. The ads every minute thing I can explain. From what I've been told by other creators, they aren't guaranteed ads. These are ad placements. Each individual one has around a 1/5 chance of actually playing an advertisement. So realistically, there'd be 3 at most on this video, more likely 1 to 2, potentially 0. And in terms of the video he's referring to the 17-minute video where he had placed 17 ad breaks, and he is saying that this will have maybe at most 1 to 2, maybe 3 ads out of the 17 ad placements. And so he said he's never gotten a negative comment about him placing too many ads as well. And he said he just doesn't want people to think he's a money grub, which I understand, right? So my response to him was, so you've said you've been told by other creators about the 1/5 thing, right? But like, do you have any actual proof of that? Because I guess there's a lot of creators that might be spreading rumors that they might think is true, but they don't actually have any type of proof. So basically I just said, in a respectful way, can you provide me some proof of that? So another YouTuber replied and said, you'll never get full proof that it does 1/5 of a chance per spot, because I'm pretty sure YouTube keeps that info to themselves. You'll only get anecdotal evidence. But I can say that when I have spammed my videos with ad spots and went to watch the videos to see how many ads would show up on it, it wasn't even 1/5 of the time I placed an ad spot manually, more around 1/10. So about 6 to 7 ads on an hour-long video. You can probably watch 90% of bigger gaming channels and videos. And then his comment cut off. So just from my own personal experience, right? After watching a video that's like an hour long on my phone, I would definitely get more than 6 to 7 ads personally, right? When I'm watching those videos on those types of channels. But I'm here to update you guys today about this whole 1/5 thing that these guys keep bringing up. Apparently this is false. So Muaaz, who's like a pretty highly respected YouTuber and someone who has pretty regular contact with YouTube, has basically made a really long Twitter post highlighting all of the effects of this update and talking about some of the things that YouTube has said after being in direct contact with them. So basically he said, after tons of effort writing this, meeting with YouTube employees, below is everything you need to know about YouTube's new mid-roll update. So he gives a summary, but we're going to read the whole thing anyways. But he said, this is a good update from YouTube, and it gives creators more insight on how the ad system has always worked. So not something recent, how it's always worked. So he was basically saying that now ads that are considered interruptive won't get ads to play on a video. And what is classified as an interruptive ad would be a type of ad that might appear mid-sentence or during a key moment in a video and increases the likelihood of viewers clicking off your video. So YouTube is essentially trying to help your viewer retention. or at least that's what their explanation is. So Muaaz's opinion is that YouTube delivered this news horribly and faced backlash because of it, because everybody was worried that they would start making less money. So YouTube actually, according to Muaaz, apologized to him and said that they did a bad job delivering the news to creators. So essentially his point is that the ad system will now function more efficiently towards how the ad system has always worked in terms of interruptive and non-interruptive ads. So what Muaaz was saying is that if your video has tons of red interruptive ad slots in them, like how FPS Psycho was saying that he has a bunch of those interruptive ad slots on most of his videos, YouTube was more than likely never running ads there to begin with, which is the kicker there. Even if we thought they did, they likely didn't. And this is apparently how the system has always worked, according to YouTube. But here's the kicker here, and here's the 1/5 thing that they were talking about. So apparently the whole every 1 in 5 mid-roll ad plays, which was told to me by FPS Psycho, which was told to me by this other YouTuber as well, Swag Tut. Apparently, according to Muaaz's conversation with YouTube, that is a myth. That is not true. So FPS Psycho was saying multiple YouTubers have told him that. Well, it seems like they had a misconception, because now YouTubers can know if their mid-rolls are even being shown in the first place. If they aren't, they can modify it so there's a better chance of them running. And apparently, they said that their automated system will get way better in May. Muaaz keeps stressing over and over again that the ad system has always worked this way, but YouTube just never talked about it or showed the creators. And so YouTube was seeing that actually a lot of creators were earning less revenue because they actually just didn't know how the ad system works. So basically what the ad interruptive little warning that you can get on your videos will be is basically telling you, hey, this ad is interruptive and probably won't play, so you should move it. So it's less interruptive and your ad will be more likely to play. So that means that you actually have more efficient ad slots. So all these interruptive ones that FPS Psycho had played, they actually had a very, very low chance of playing to begin with, meaning that according to Muaaz's conversation with YouTube, FPS Psycho was actually making less money by placing his ads like this. And obviously, the more money that a creator makes, the more money that YouTube makes. So it's a mutually beneficial situation. So this is what actually determines if an ad plays on YouTube. So how many ads a viewer saw before your video is actually a factor. So ads in the last video that they watched, if a pre-roll played, etc. And this is important because if a viewer gets too many ads, they'll get overwhelmed and probably close the app. And that's not what YouTube wants. If the ad is interruptive to the content, it has a much lower chance of playing as well. And they're more likely to get ads based on their location, interests, what device they're watching from. And sometimes ads will actually just pay more, like they'll pay the big bucks to make sure that they're actually in front of a specific audience. And this thing, I actually know this to be true because this has been a thing on YouTube since the beginning of time. CPM, which is like the rate of money that you'll make per 1,000 views, is actually higher in December and drops off in January. I know for a fact that that is true. So basically YouTube's ad system is now going to be a lot more efficient for the creators themselves and for the viewers, because you guys will be getting less ads shown on videos while we will be getting more efficient ads shown on videos, which will cause us to make more money and also cause you guys to have a less interruptive viewing experience. So just wanted to clear up some of those myths, especially the 1/5 thing, because a lot of YouTubers were actually kind of parading that around, being like, you know, this is actually how it works. But again, according to Muaaz's conversation with YouTube themselves, the 1/5 thing is actually just a myth. So yeah, it would actually be ideal to not like place an ad every minute in your video. It would actually just be a good idea to place them in more natural spots, which YouTube will choose, and they will choose based on what is more efficient for their system, which will cause you to actually make more money according to this conversation with YouTube. This was a point that I had made in my last video, but on my gaming channel, for example, which you guys should check out, DH Gaming, a lot of good videos there. But anyways, this video is 18 minutes, right? And it has 15,000 views. So according to regular ad CPM, this video should make me about $15, right? It's typically about $1 per 1,000 views, depending on your CPM. But by allowing YouTube to place the ad breaks where they find more natural, keep in mind, I didn't place any of these 3 ad breaks. I just allowed YouTube to do it in the places where they thought was more efficient. With only those 3 ads, I made $75 off that video as opposed to the $15 that I thought I would make. So quite literally 5 times as much revenue as I thought I would make just by allowing YouTube to place the ads in more natural spots. So yeah, it seems like this ad update will change everything for the good, actually, as long as we actually trust YouTube's ability to place ads in certain spots. And obviously in terms of the types of ads that they're showing, that is a whole different issue that YouTube needs to fix. But I feel like this is actually one of the few times where YouTube actually made a good decision, and they actually have a lot of good reasons on why they made said decision. But let me know what you guys think about this situation in the comments. Do you guys like the YouTube ad update? Do you guys hate it? The future will tell. In May, we'll see how the ads are being shown on YouTube in terms of frequency, and I will be sure to let you guys know if I am making more or less money from YouTube's update. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more. See ya.